teaching people the Pete Seeger style, which is it's not quite frailing. It's frailing, but you also up pull.
Yeah. It's like
strings.
the three-finger style.
But it's not that either.
It's not that either?
Pete had his own thing.
Well, he wrote a book on it.
He did.
And he had
banjo
to
style.
because nobody quite followed
Yeah.
what he was doing, I think.
So what is this?
Let me just check this because I think it's a little off.
It is a banjo.
It's a banjo. The problem with banjos is the pot here is a drum head.
Mm-hmm.
When you tune any of the strings, it changes the tension on the drum head, which changes the tension on every other string. So it's a miracle that anybody ever gets a banjo in tune.
I had never heard it put that way. That makes sense. That's why you have
actually
it
not far
stuffed
off.
with to keep it muted a little bit.
So, yes, in the back, we can show this off for the Facebook folks. There's Rocco, who's a hand puppet. And
When he first got this banjo, he was learning to play it, and he was downstairs at one end of the house in the music room. I was all the way upstairs at the far end of the house in the master bedroom, and I could hear that banjo like it was in the next room.
Okay,
And-
that's good or bad, I guess.
Given that he was just learning how to play it, it was bad at the time. Now it wouldn't be so bad. So I went rummaging in the closet in my office and dug out some old stuffed animals and hand puppets and things that I had and carried a whole armload of them downstairs and just walked into the music room and set them down.
That's it.
Didn't say a word.
Mute that banjo.
I picked up. So this is Rocco.
Rocco
Yeah.
the raccoon.
It's a raccoon hand puppet.
Okay.
So he comes out on very rare occasions, but this is called "Where Are You Now?" This will be on the next album.
Yep.
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
We met in the morning, danced in the evening, pledged to each other the very same day. Now you are gone to fight in the war. Here I sit lonely, waiting in tears.
They marched us for days, for weeks through the hillsides, off to the south, with our cannons and guns. Brothers fought brothers, so many were slaughtered, waving the flags of tyrants and fools. Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
We gather in church, we gather together, we mothers and daughters, orphans of war. Each day we wonder who will return, and will they be changed when they come home?
We sit round the campfire well after sunset, dream of our loved ones so far away. Will you still be there if we return, if we make it back home? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
It's been many years since we were together, far longer than the time we once had. No word has come to tell us what happened. Will you and the others come back someday?
The battle was long and bloody and deadly, like lambs to the slaughter. We were cut down here in this soil, we many lay resting, here for all time to sleep evermore. Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where do you sleep through the long nights? Where are you now, my darling, my sweetheart? Where are you now?
In the studio with Dan and Faith Senny. Dan and Faith, what's your website?
danandfaith.com.
danandfaith.com?
It's an A-N-D in the middle because you can't use ampersands
Okay.
in domain names.
Yeah.
But Dan and Faith are going to be playing, opening up for Jennings and Keller this Saturday night at the Luna Star Cafe. Show starts at 8 o'clock, I believe, at 775 Northeast 125th Street in North Miami. Dan and Faith, thank you so much for coming by.
It's
Thanks so
been a
much
pleasure.
for having
Thank you.
us.
Here's new music from the Squirrel Hillbillies.